Hear me?
Okay, okay. Okay, you know what? We'll just start. Yes, let's just start. So good evening, everyone. Yes, as you can see, we have our guest who is Oluwaseun, and she's a farmer. She's one of the young farmers in Nigeria. And I'm so proud of you because you are changing that narrative in the food industry, because what you do is not what so many farmers do out there. So I would say that you're doing an excellent job. So we're just going to go into today's session because I don't want to take so much of your time, and even for the few people that are here. And I just want to thank everyone who's here. We'll try to stick to maybe 30 minutes, depending on how this conversation, goes. So, like I said, I'm really excited, to have this conversation with you because, we started the Wholefoods Project, and it's all about making people know what whole foods are, and how people can prepare these foods, because you find that many people are clueless. Many people don't even know what this whole foods are. Many people, don't know even where to get them. So I'm so happy that we're doing this because it's all about creating that awareness so that people can live better lives. So I just want you to let us know what are those food crops that you grow in your farm.
Okay, so the name of my company is Arso Farms. And what we are targeted at is health and wellness, health and well-being. Yes, at both wellness and well-being. Yes. What we do is I'm very passionate about eating native, eating Nigerian. Yes, eating local, because I feel like. Yes, we've had our grandparents and, generations before us eat the same things, and we've seen them thrive in Nigeria. So on Arso Farms, we have from local corn to ugu, floated pumpkin, to tete, that's what they call amaranth, to ewedu, jute leaves, garden egg leaves, tree spinach, what is called iyanopaja, okra. We have every native Nigerian vegetable that you can think of. Yes, so that's what we currently do, and we grow them organically without chemical pesticides, without any chemicals actually. Yes, so we grow them as natural as possible. Yes,
awesome.
So that's yes, we have fruits as well. We have watermelon coming up. We have cucumbers, pawpaws. Yes, and everything is grown naturally. Yes.
Nice. Thank you so much. So anyone who's looking for where, you can get organic, naturally grown vegetables or fruits, you can just go to Arso Farms. In fact, I'm one of her clients. I buy her vegetables, and I must say they are good, in good shape. So that's really great. So tell us, take us through your farming practices. How are you able to achieve natural farming practices, in the midst of a food system where you have people, growing, doing farming practices in a way that, they use chemicals and some of these pesticides that are not safe, for people to consume. So how are you able to achieve yours? How are you able to do this and be consistent at it?
Yes. So one of the things that we do is we use cow dung. I mean, I've tried. Yes, so we have a supplier. My farm is at Ikorodu, so if you know Sabo, we have a Sabo. Sabo is where the cows, the northerns are with their cows. So we have a supplier that supplies us regular cow dungs, and what we basically do. Since we're growing, honestly, we're a growing farm. So we dry our cow dung, and then we use that to till the soil. We use that when we're tilling the soil, in the process of tilling the soil before we plant. And then we also use that when our plants are growing to also nourish the soil and the plants as well. It's a process that is tedious. It's tedious. It's more hard work, but the reward is very good. So that's one of the process that we do when it comes to nourishing our plants, nourishing our soil. Yeah, I mean, we've tried to use people's organically fertilizers, actually. Yes.
Okay.
And we are even affiliated with a company that processes Mal-12's waste into organic fertilizers. Yes, we are actually directly affiliated with a company that does that. So we that's what we use. We literally use organically, yes, organic fertilizers, and we use cow dung, cow poop. That's what we use. That's what we use. Dried cow poop. Yes. And we tried using chicken. I remember when I started, like almost 2 years ago. But chickens in Nigeria, they are really injected with a lot of so you would notice that their manure, let's just use the word manure, or their poop can actually kill the plants and can actually even kill your soil. So we had to use, however, for the cows, they eat grass.
Yeah.
You know, the cows eat fodder, they eat grass. So it's just, it's a very healthier version. And for the decayed and processed waste, the vegetable waste that is turned into manure for us, that's just the best, actually. Yeah, so if you come to my farm is thinking, let me warn you if you're coming, because you will see a pile of Mal-12 oranges, and different things that are decaying so that it can be processed into manure, which is what we use on our farm. Yes.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. And you know, I'm just wondering, so how frequently do you prepare this cow dung? Because I'm sure it takes a process. So I'm just wondering, how frequently do you prepare this?
So for the cow dung process, it's just putting them in batches and allowing them to dry, because you can't use them in their wet form. It's not convenient if you're, for the application process. But for the it's not work in the sense of we're not the ones processing them. All we just do is stack them, allow the sun to do its work, allow the weather to do its work and dry them, and then we just go and take them and use them. But for the Mal-12 waste, we are affiliated with a company, a fertilizer company that is literally close to my farm. It's literally on my farm, and so we're able to get direct organic fertilizers from them. Yes, so I don't really get myself involved in the nitty-gritty, but I see all my waste a dump. Yes, come there.
Wow. Well done, well done. So I'm a bit curious, why is it important to use things like cow dung and this type of safe practices? What is the essence of going through this process or using this type of method?
Yes, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind right now is garbage in, garbage out. In our nutrition, in the process of eating or crop production, something that matters a lot is the soil. If your soil is not nutrient dense, then your plant will be nutrient deficit. And if your plant is nutrient deficit, either you're eating it, you're not gaining anything in the plant. So it's the same for what you put into the soil. If you put chemicals into the soil, you will get plants that will give you the substance that the chemicals are made of, and you would put that into your mouth and you would eat them, and your body would react to them. So it's just garbage in, garbage. It's a direct process, just like that. Yeah. So for me, it's very, very important that if I am telling everyone that my business is a wellness business, that I am going from the source, end to end, and ensuring that what I'm doing is right and it's proper and it can improve the health of people.
Yeah. This is very important, because many times we see people, you just go to the market and you just buy vegetables and you have no clue the source of these vegetables. You have no clue the process that it's been, it's gone through. And sometimes, when I'm having conversations with people and I tell them, look, I go for specifics. When I'm going to the market, I'm very deliberate about, the kind of vegetables I buy, the kind of fruits I buy. They tell you, that's very difficult to do. They look at
Yeah.
me like, this babe, how
Yeah.
you, as in it's something that you can't really achieve here because there is no way to really tell,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and when we look at the society today, it's very sad. You have agric fruits, you have native fruits. In fact, it took me a while to understand that you have native pawpaw and agric pawpaw. So all these things, these are things people need to pay attention to. Um, oh no, the network is, hello, hello. Mm, the network is fluctuating. Sorry, 1 second. I think we have lost Arso Farms. Yeah. So, just to, okay, let me try and add her back in. Sorry, 1 second. Right. Okay. The network is fluctuating. Sorry about that.
Yes. I
Break
really.
in.
The
Okay.
internet just went off. It abruptly
Sorry.
went off.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yes.
So,
But can
so
you
it's very important. Yeah, you were saying something, sorry.
okay. I'm asking if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
Yes. So yeah, so it's really important people know what, they are buying. Every vegetables are not all the same. Every vegetable out there is different. So
Yeah.
thank you, Sheung, for sharing that. So I'm curious, what led you into this kind of business? Why did you take it upon yourself that you want to go into clean farming practices?
Okay. So I would like to take a point from what you said, about when you go into the market, how do you know what is what? And it's very hard to know. You cannot know what is what. That is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
What we
Mm-hmm.
can do is to enlighten people and educate people about how important it is that we
Yeah.
eat what is right, and um, and also probably infuse a lot of technology into advancing effortless and easy ways to grow our crops properly. Then to your question, what made me get into this practice was enlightenment. My business Arso Farms, we aim to promote people's health, people's wellness. That's my vision. To improve the wellness of Africans. I say this with very, things like cancer. They're never known to be African illnesses. And I say this with carefulness. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
our grandparents lived very long lives. My grandmother just passed on. She must have been 85 years old. I know people that are 93 years old. Yes. So our grandparents were known to live very long lives. So we want to bring back wellness for Africans, and we want to bring them back with our native vegetables grown in the right way. I cannot tell you that my vision is wellness and I'm making ready to use vegetables, but the source
Yeah.
of my veggies, I'm not cautious about it. It would be rather hypocritical if I said I'm selling vegetables. I want to
Yeah.
promote wellness. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Vegetables are already good.
Yeah.
They're good, right? I'm telling you, I want to promote wellness, but I am very much aware of the cons of using chemicals in farming. And I will not do that. And I'm aware of that. I mean, it's quite hypocritical, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think, yes. So I think that was one of the things that sparked it up. My vision is to promote wellness for Africans, knowing that from the source, from planting my crops,
Mm-hmm.
wellness starts from there. from putting my seeds in the ground. Wellness starts from there, you know, to even harvesting and every other thing. So that was one of the reasons that I decided to go into organically farmed. You know, I know many people know the story. I've said this story several times about when I had anemia. Yes, and it was organically farmed greens. When I juiced them, just it was in that period that I got healed quickly. And I know how I want to say extinct it is to find these things in the market. And I decided to, you know, go on the journey myself and see where that leads me to. Yes.
Wow. In fact, this is an area that I feel a lot of farmers, you know, they are not enlightened about. And I think we need to educate people more, because some people just feel, oh, this is something they've been doing for years. You hear people say that, oh, what makes yours different? Why should you be different? You know, this is a practice using chemicals and pesticides. You know, it's something that a lot of farmers have been exposed to for years, and they just feel it's, you know, this is the norm, you know, this is the real thing to do, you know. So when you start talking about organic farming practices, it's very strange to them. So
people will tell you, don't you want to make money?
Exactly. But there are lots of health implications, you know. There are a lot of health implications when people indulge in foods that are chemicalized and, you know, gone through all these processes. Yes, I'm all for technology. Yeah,
I will tell you something that using chemicals helps a faster yield. So, for example, if my tete naturally was meant to come out in 4 weeks, using chemicals, my tete before the 3rd week, it's already grown.
Oh, wow.
You know, yes. So using chemicals really fastens the process. You know, but fastening the process doesn't make it nutritious. You know, it's like you are just growing empty garbage, rather than taking the right length of time, you know, the appropriate length of time these vegetables were supposed to use. You fasten and a lot of nutrients is lost in that process. And even nutrients is also lost in your soil, because your soil becomes acidic over time when you're using this chemical. Yes, and if your soil is nutrient dense, what are you? You're planting shaft. You are literally planting that. And so you see that people are eating and they're consuming, but they're not becoming well. So people are eating, they're consuming food, but you're still seeing many illnesses. You're seeing strange illnesses. You know, doctors are wondering what's wrong with this person. They can't find out what's wrong with this person. Yes, because there's a question right from the source.
The body is not getting the nutrients it's supposed to get.
Not getting the nutrients it's supposed to get. It's not
and you know, this reminds me of what goes on in some of these Western countries, the foods that are sold in their supermarkets, like the GMO foods, for instance. And that's why you see a lot of them, you know, a lot of the people from those places, there's a way they are so big, you know. I used to fancy them, but when I, you know, honestly, I used to fancy people who are so huge, you know, guys, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. But when I started, you know, when I got into nutrition, you know, when I studied nutrition, I saw that no, these people, they are not growing naturally. This is just,
I would say abnormal. It's an abnormal growth.
Wow, God help us. Knowledge is very, very, very key. Very key. So, I'm just wondering, how long have you been doing this? For how long?
Well, 2 years. I've been doing this for 2 years.
Okay.
We're growing. You're still very new.
And you're doing very well. You're doing well. We need to get you out there more. More people need to know about your products. So please, again, if you, okay, well, we just have 2 people here, but I'm just going to say this again. You know, Arso Farms, she grows things like vegetables, fruits. She even mentioned watermelon. So if you're looking for organically natural vegetables and fruits and you reside in Lagos, you can contact Arso Farms. Yes, I trust their products because I've used your vegetables. Yeah. So another product you do is your green smoothies, which I'm very curious about. Yeah. So tell us, why do you have that product?
Okay. Yes. So green life mix. So we have this leaf combination that we call the green life mix. It's a combination of different Afro medicinal leaves, you know, from Malab Amnututu. Let me use the native names, please. I will trust it. Amnututu to Tete to Ugu, you know, these things have they have English names also, in case, because I have I have some Western.
So what's the English name of Ugu?
Fluted pumpkin. Fluted pumpkin.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
Fluted pumpkin. Amnututu is Malabar spinach. Yeah. Tete is amaranth. Yes. Did you know that amaranth is known as a superfood because it's so rich in fiber?
Yeah.
This is tete that everybody is stepping on in the market.
Wow. Nice.
Yes. Nice. So we got into making smoothies and juices firstly, we use our green life mix, you know, to make all our smoothies. Yeah, we have this leaf combo that I just mentioned. There are 5 leaves, and we use them to make our smoothies to boost people's immunity because they are antioxidant packed, and they have their individual, you know, iron, rich in iron, rich in fiber. Yes, the individual nutrients that help and improve our body system. However, the reason why we got into smoothie making is because we wanted to make healthy eating fun, especially healthy eating native Nigerian vegetables. You know, when people think of native Nigerian vegetables, they're thinking of edikankong. They're thinking of all these soups and stuff. So when a young person like me thinks of healthy eating, they're thinking of asparagus, they're thinking of broccoli, and you can just take a smoothie made with tete, take an ugu juice. It's not supposed to be far-fetched. It shouldn't be something. And guess what? Because it's naturally grown and it's native to Nigeria, you save a lot of money. If you have to go and buy broccoli and buy kale and buy everything, you know, in this day and age of Nigeria, you will know what is going on. If you just buy, if you just buy, somebody said I mentioned only 3. Yes, okay. So there's let me just mention it: ugu, Malabar spinach, tete. We have anwa, and we have garden egg leaf. So we have the Igbo garden egg leaf called angara. So these are the 5 leaves in our green life mix.
Okay.
Yes. So back to the question. We just want people to find healthy eating at arm's length, and not think that it has to be expensive. Not think that when they are eating Nigerian vegetables, they have to make some soup. You know, they can just simply put their ugu in juicer, make ugu quick by lemon and apple juice, and enjoy their lives and, you know, enrich their health. So we want it to be effortless and flawless, and we want people to have fun while doing it and still have fun. You know, we want to promote diversity with our native Nigerian vegetables. Yes, using juices and smoothies. That's why we got into.
Wow, awesome. In fact, I'm one person. Oh no, we just went out of. Trust me. 1 second. Just hold on a sec.
Fine.
I'm going to put on
my
light so that. Just 1 second.
Okay.
I didn't have a clue that this was going to happen today. If not,
so
we would have switched to the inverter.
I'm sure the whole Nigeria understands. Nepa,
let me just quickly switch over to inverter. Sorry, everybody. Just give us 1 second, please.
Just give us 1 second. We'll be back here. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been an exciting talk. If you have any questions, you can also leave them.
Hey, awesome. So we back. All right. So before that happened,
Yeah.
I was going to say that I'm actually a very big fan of doing green smoothies, and it's amazing. There's so many
Yeah.
types of green smoothies people can do. Unfortunately, some people, I think they just feel, oh, because it's green, you can't play around with it. Yeah, you say?
Telling you. I'm telling you, like, people just shy away, and I understand, because
Mm-hmm.
before I started, when I if I take some green juices, they are always quite
Yeah,
not
they're really good.
pleasant.
Very good. And one thing I've seen is every vegetable has its own nutrient makeup, different vitamins, minerals. And that's why it's important people consume these things every day. It's so unfortunate. You see, people having their meals and there is no vegetable. What you see is a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of rice, and then
Yeah.
a lot of protein.
Yeah.
This is the protein and carbohydrates, which is not bad. But if you
And
really
they
look
need
at it, if you want
magnesium.
to, yeah, you
Then
say?
people need magnesium. Yeah, people need zinc.
Exactly. You need all those
Yes.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's very
Very.
important, you do a combination of these things. Have enough vegetables in your meals. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any question before we take the final question? Does anybody have any question? So I just want to thank everybody who came in here. We are talking about healthy farming practices, and Oluwaseun, she's a farmer. She's been doing this for 2 years now, and she's done so well. So if you're
Thank
looking
you.
for any place to, get organically, naturally grown vegetables or fruits, you can contact her. I'm going to put her IG handle so that you can reach out to her, because it's so important. I hear people all the time, even some of my clients, they always tell me, oh, Boma, where can I get this vegetable from? Where can I get this fruit from? And these things are very important. In fact, most people find the importance of this when they get sick. Because when you get sick, if you're not eating
Yes.
vegetables, if you're not eating the
Yeah.
right vegetables and the right fruits, you find that you're
Yeah.
not going to get well. The person's
Yeah.
health will just keep deteriorating. So this thing
Yes.
is very important. We don't need to wait till we are sick to start, looking for naturally and organically grown vegetables or fruits.
Yeah.
We need to start now. It's so important.
Yeah. Very.
Okay, so somebody asked, how do you reach out to people on the mainland? So Shehu, can you just take that question? Somebody's asking, how do you reach out to clients on the mainland, people who want to get your food products?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
thinking that because she knows that we are already in some retail stores on the island. That's why she's asking that question. However, for everyone, we deliver. Yes, we deliver using logistic riders. So please, ma, we deliver. Just send us your order. Use our Flutterwave link, and we'll deliver to you wherever you are. Yes, in Lagos State. Yes.
Yeah. Like I stay mainly on the mainland, and anytime I want vegetables, I just reach out to her, and she makes it available. So just reach out to her after this. Okay, so the final thing we're going to ask. Can you just summarize what is the benefit of feeding on whole foods, than feeding on these processed foods people have out there, or all the GMO and chemicalized, foods out there?
Yes. Okay. So just come again with your question so that I can get it well.
Okay. So what is the benefits of feeding on whole foods from the farm? Yes.
Yes. What's the benefit of feeding from whole foods compared to processed foods? So the thing about whole foods is that they have their nutrients in their most raw state, and they are highly potent for your body. Yes. Unlike processed foods where a lot of nutrients have been lost, in the process of whether it is boiling or whatever heat. Heat kills nutrients. And a lot of processing is a bit of heat that goes on. So a lot of nutrients have been lost. However, when you're eating directly, you're eating whole foods, you have your nutrients in its most potent state. You have it untouched, undiluted, and it can work effectively in your body. Yes, and if it's working effectively in your body, then you're sure that your immune system is boosted, and you'll just stay far from illnesses. I'm just going back on the story that I said earlier on when I had anemia. I'll tell you something. Let me tell you the truth. The doctors didn't know what was going on with me. They did not know. But my bones were shaky. I could not stand. I was just on the bed weak. And I was working in a 9 to 5 at that time in my life. So I had to take a long break. I was weak. I was highly fatigued, to the extent that I couldn't work well. And doctors really did not understand what was going on. And my mom, after going up and down, she just started juicing green juice for me. That was all she started doing. And apparently, it was like a miracle. It probably was a miracle. Yeah, because what just happened was that I probably it was iron, and if you are, look at mine has happened.
Oh, now it's your turn. This NEPA. Almighty NEPA.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that.
I think it's because of the rain, because it's raining at the moment. Yeah.
Fortunately I won't say unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're in a place where our light is really good, but I'm sure they will bring it very soon. I'm very sure they'll bring it very soon. Yes. So just back to what I was saying. Yes. I was just lacking iron in my body. And if you're lacking iron in your body, you are going to be highly fatigued. Yes. And greens, ugu is known as the blood tonic. Garden egg leaf is a blood tonic. So they contain a very high level of iron. And it was those kind of things that sparked my health back. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes, a little bit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Is it better now? Okay. So I'll just bring myself closer so they can hear me. Yes. So it was literally those green juice that sparked my health back to life. Then imagine I was taking orange juice in a zip plastic or whatever the orange juice is coming, or I was taking Fanta or Coca-Cola, processed foods. I mean, those things are, I don't subscribe to them, but I don't want to shut down anybody's business, so just permit me. Yes. So compared to those things, it was green juice that literally sparked my health back to life. The green is chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is the life of a plant, and chlorophyll can also give life to our blood system. Yeah, so it was literally whole foods that sparked my health back to life. So that's the difference between taking processed foods where a lot of the nutrients might have been lost, and it's possible that what you're eating is next to nothing. And taking whole food that is nutrient dense and that can heal your body and just give your body the necessary nutrient that it needs. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for saying that. Hi, Chizova. Okay, so our time is actually up. I just want to say, Shehu, thank you so much for all that you shared with us. I really appreciate it. Please, I just want everyone to know that it's very possible to eat naturally and organically. It's very, very possible. Yes. And please, if you have more questions, because we have to end the session now, please, you can reach out to me. You can also reach out to Shehu. I'm going to put her handle there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shehu. And please, there is more to come. We have more activities for the Wholefoods Project. Yeah.
Yes, very exciting.
So please, guys, look out for more updates, please. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Shehu, for being here.
Thank you.
And I'll see you again. Yeah.
Have a lovely evening.
Yeah, you too, dear. You too. Bye, everyone. Yeah. Bye.